I'm a recovering steel player, Bruce. Two people who did make this possible and are here tonight are Vince Gill and John Jorgensen. And if you guys would feel like coming up here and saying a little something about your instruments, and that would be great. That means you too.
Well, I was in Germany on a tour when this happened, and so hearing all about it long distance was pretty horrible. And I think when I found out that there would be a time that people could actually get into sound check, I called Joe and asked him to kind of lead my team of people to go in and excavate my instruments. And I don't know, I mean, guitar players, I think, are a special, particular kind of breed. Brad Paisley, who's another contributor, and Peter Frampton and we've been communicating today. They both send their best wishes and thank everybody for being involved in this. But, last time I visited Brad in one of his concerts, and for about 2 hours after the concert, he had an inversion table that he was lying on for some back problems. And while he was upside down, we talked about the number of windings on certain types of pickups and certain necks and in different years. I mean, that's what kind of geeks we are about guitar. So each instrument is very, very special, and we get down to all the details. And as far as memories and things go, this guitar was built for me by the Chandler Company, and Paul Chandler, who was the builder, was a friend of mine, and when he found out that I was going to go tour with Elton John around the world, he wanted to have me playing one of his guitars. So we designed this together as a baritone guitar, and of course, I like sparkly things, so I asked him to make it green sparkle in a Rickenbacker shape with Dan Electro pickups. So this instrument, I have really good memories of playing at Madison Square Garden with Elton John and people going crazy in the audience. And it connects me not only to the builders, but to all of those people in the audience, to Elton himself, to the rest of the band. So I'm sure every instrument here and all the other ones that you don't see, they have similar stories like that. So it's not just a hunk of wood and pieces of metal and stuff. It's a link to all of those people. And the other thing I wanted to mention about Nashville, I'm not from Nashville. I grew up in Southern California. And I was there when the earthquakes happened. And of course, there was lots of fires and looting and all these kind of things. And we all saw what happened in New Orleans with the same type of thing. And of course, I was talking to a lot of people about the flood and the damage and all those kind of things. And somebody not from here said, well, was there looting? And I was like, no, not in Nashville. And, that anyone would even ask that kind of surprised me. But kind of afterwards, it made me very, very proud to live here and proud of what everyone did. And this is a continuation of that, in that it's the community looking after its own. And I'm more than happy to be part of this and to help all the musicians and the Fireman's Fund and everyone who was affected by this devastating flood. So thank you all very much for coming and supporting this. Appreciate it.